Hello junk journaling friends, it's Amanda from Amanda's Junk Journals. I've got a few different things I wanted to show you today. First of all, I wanted to give you a little of our last thrift store haul. So I found these 4x6 photo paper for a pretty good price. A lot of paper. I needed that for my scrapbooking and printout for my junk journals. I found this creative watercolor techniques book. Thought that would make really great layouts. Look how beautiful those watercolors are. I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then this is Jordan's pick, Medieval Art. So she thought she could really use those images. And then another one for Jordan. It's got some really great pictures in there. And then I found this map. I really love this frame around, I guess this is the DC area. Old it is. So great. I'm excited about that. I love maps. And then we found this book. I really like these images. I thought someday I'm gonna need those bright, colorful images. This is from 1969, so really like that. And then I found textbooks. I am planning on doing textbook junk journals, altered books, so using these textbook covers. And I love the pages with the math in it. This is an engineering book. Yeah, Ralph Simmons got rid of all of his textbooks, so I'll get these probably and then use the covers. Don't you just love this? Love the mustard color cover, and just think the equations are so beautiful. Is that weird? I love it. So anyway, that's our thrift store haul. And then I wanted to just get organized and show you how I do some planning, because I need to do that anyway before I can mentally prepare to junk journal. Okay, so here is how I'm getting organized in my 2024 planner. So currently I use two of my Micron, Pigma Micron pens, 08 and 0. I pulled out 05, but I like a little bit more contrast, so I'm going to use 02. And I basically make a 2-page monthly spread. One page has a list of the dates and the day, and then any major events that I already know are going to happen, like birthdays, appointments, planned trips. On the other page, I put my goals for the month, important monthly to-dos, and then my local-ish travel bucket list. I normally use my digital calendar to put things down, especially, you know, when things happen immediately. And I'm using my iPad for reference. But sometimes you just need, or I just need, a paper layout. Writing things down just helps me stay organized. I don't always use it. I go back and forth between using it a lot and then not. But right now I feel a little disorganized, so I need to get back and do my planner. I am using a composition book for a few reasons. Number one, It's super cheap. I think when I had these, I purchased them for like 25 cents each. Today you can get them on sale for 50 cents each. So they're really cheap. And I personally had a ton of them laying around for when my kids were in school. They were a hot item for school supplies. And then the other reason is I just like them. I like the lines. I like being able to, you know, just write, and I feel that connection to when I was younger with the notebook paper. And I don't feel like this is precious. I just, you know, I can do anything I want with them. And that is that. Okay, in my daily pages, which I'm showing you, I have been using like 3 days to a page, but I felt like I needed more room when I really journal what I'm doing that day. And sometimes I put the weather, and that helps with planning. But yeah, I just quickly write out the days and date and the day of the week in the thicker pen, and then everything else I use the thinner pen for that contrast. In these daily sections, I write down special events, the daily to-do list that I need to do, any planning that I need to do. And then a lot of times I go back and do just flat out journaling what I did that day, my thoughts and impressions. Sometimes I even junk journal a little, add some ephemera. It's kind of nice because it's not a full-on junk journal. And so when I just want to slap something down, it's quick and easy. And that's what I like about it. Okay, so now I want to give you a quick preview of the Golden Book collection that is almost finished, fingers crossed. Just need to do a few more things to it before I can show off the whole collection to you. This is the smallest book. I haven't actually shown on video how I make the beaded tassels, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. And then give you a little flip through what I'm doing right now of all the different pages. It's a lot like my other books with, you know, scrapbook page paper, vintage ledger paper, actual book pages from the book, and then some extra vintage book papers. And it's really cute. I really like how it turned out. It's smaller, so there's not as much variety, but still adorable. And I put the tassel on before I made or sewn in the signatures. So here's all the beads I've been collecting, new and old, vintage and brand new from like Michael's or somewhere. Now, the vintage beads definitely need a quick wipe down. They are a little dirty. So I'm just taking wipies and cleaning them up. Okay, so that's done for the vintage beads, and now for the newer beads, I'm just gonna take off the strands, just the beads that I want, so just a few beads from each, and hopefully all of the holes in the beads are big enough for the thread in my needle. And I'm gonna tie up the ends of each of those strands so that I can keep them all in one place for the next junk journals I'm going to string together. Okay, so here's my beading process. I take, in general, I take the larger bead and then I put a smaller bead down the strand. I use just the wax linen thread to thread the bead unless I need a needle, and then I use a needle. If it's really small or at the end of it, the end end of the wax linen thread gets kind of frayed. And I just kind of just see what I like. And there's no like formula. I'm just like, okay, does this look good? Is this the look I'm going for this a junk journal? So for these little golden books, I really want it very colorful, and I want it to be really whimsical, bright and colorful. And I want to use a lot of different beads, a lot of vintage beads, but I also really want all those sparkly beads, those new sparkly beads from Michaels. So I'm going to use at least 3 of each. And I have some other sparkly beads I'm going to put in there. Okay, so all of that is a tall order for a little teeny junk journal, and you'll see at the end that I've made a huge beaded tassel, and I kind of like it. So see what you think when we get to the end and I show off the finished product. But until then, you can just see me, sometimes I stand up the book to kind of see how it looks as it dangles, and to make sure, you know, I'm on track with what I want it to look like. So I keep my pliers handy, and I keep my scissors nearby because sometimes I need to, you know, get the bead off of a actual little hook that it was attached to on a necklace. I also need to like trim some of the some of the necklaces come on a strand. I need to trim those little fibers off. So those are like kind of my usual tools that I have with me. I've also gotten a little hand drill, and for some reason I don't have that video, but on one of the beads that was glued to the strand, I drill a little hole in the bead with my hand drill, and then I add a little tiny screw with a hook head and tie that to my beaded tassel. So it's kind of like a little dangly bead, which I thought was really cool. Really excited to use those beads. I got those at a vintage shop, and it's got these little stars on them, and I really love them so much. So that is my beading process. I try to make double knots at the ends of the strands to make sure everything stays on there and doesn't fall off. And there you have it. You can see here the finished product is a big dangly bead tassel, and I love it. Hopefully you do too. There's lots of beautiful colors there. So I just want to thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see and would like to see more. I would really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your week and enjoy junk journaling. Bye, friends.